Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson, and I'm back today with 3 more trades. 2 of them were based on the euro weakness, and today's date is June the 16th. It's just a little after 10 now, and I'm basically finished for the day. Took a little while for some of these trades to pan out, but eventually it went in the direction that I thought it was going to go in, or at least the magic trigger was telling me. So let's take a look at these 3 pairs. All 3 of them I took just a little bit after 9 a.m. this morning, and I closed them out, looks like a little after, quarter after, 20 after 10. So it looks like for about an hour's worth of trading. Okay, let's start with this euro yen here. Drag and drop this up, and we shall run a check on it. Got in here. I was a little bit late. Should have got in a little bit higher, but I knew, as everything was telling me down at the bottom, to take the trade, sell. So I sold at this cursor right here, and after I saw it bottoming out here, hitting some support area, I decided to close the trade. Looks like with about very close to 20 pips there, 19.7, and those 19 to 20 pips produced $1,765. Now this is a very good example of a great way to trade. It's what I look for every day. And if you scan the market with the 28 pairs that I suggest for you to look at, the ones that are actually connected to this meter, you will find a lot more than 10 trades in each session. London, New York, which is the one you're looking at, and of course Asian, which will be later tonight, New York time. So moving right along, this was a good example, getting in, and of course closing the trade. Remember, trade management, very important. Let's go with the euro dollar now. Don't trade this one very often, but as you can tell on the meter, it was one of the better ones today. So if it looks better, then I trade it. So on this euro dollar, let's just drag and drop this up. Again, I got in very late, but after I saw that it broke this area, and the euro actually did dip down to well below 10 here. So I knew it was going to go. So I got in at this cursor right here, and looks like I closed it out at this point in time at a pretty good price, giving me, looks like 32 pips. And of course, 32 pips on the euro dollar paid $210. Just in case you didn't know, any pair that has the US dollar in it, 1 pip on a standard lot is $10. That's why 32 pips here paid 32. And of course I did 10 lots, so it's 3,200 instead of $320, which is what you would get if you do 1 standard lot. This is another great example of using the goal line and the indicator, the AO down here, and of course everything screaming red. Again, I looked at it running a little bit late, getting in higher up would have been better, but it's hard to follow 28 pairs all the time. And of course, if you've been doing this for a number of years, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Now the pound dollar was the trickiest one. It was not a great way to trade, but it was setting up to be a great way to trade as these 2 lines were converging, and of course lots of red down at the bottom. So let's run a check on this pound dollar here. Drag and drop it up. Again, after when I saw this nice big long candle, should have just waited for a bit of a pullback, but sometimes I get it a little bit off. It did go against me around 11 pips, no big deal. And I closed it out over here, looks like with 15 pips. And again, due to the fact that the pound dollar has the USD in it, 15 pips, paid $1,510. In other words, each pip is worth $10. Times 10 because I did 10 lots. So if you've been adding up the pips, that works out to a total of 67 pips, and 67 pips paid $6,485 for an hour's work. That is pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And if your system is not producing like my magic trigger, I suggest you get your hands on it. As you can see on this euro yen, due to the fact that it is still very around 19, it's still dropping down, and I could have grabbed some more pips, but I close trades when I'm basically happy, and you should also. Remember, when you first start trading, your accounts should be small, especially if it's live. But as you become a better trader, then you can either add more money or grow the account, and then getting 50 pips a day, that is considered a very good day. So as I said, your system's not producing. I suggest you get your hands on the magic trigger, and to do so, all you have to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write up. Now it's my magic trigger system. I do charge $250, and if you act fast enough, I do have a ongoing limited time special offer for an extra $50. I'll throw in the golden trigger system and the pip trigger system. So each one of them works out to only $100 each one. The deal of the week. Now my magic trigger system has 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Comes with 4 MT4 templates, and when each and every one will be duplicated exactly like this. 10 custom indicators and my favorite meter. Comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, which will also help you to succeed at trading the markets. Now there's a lot of ways to trade, so I teach a lot of ways to trade, and that's why I threw in 38 training video along with 9 bonus videos. Now my most favorite way is the one that you're looking at right now. It works very, very well, or good, whichever word you want to use, with a very high success rate. And of course I threw in 2 more videos right here, and I called it Great Trade Setups. That's only within the magic trigger. I also teach in each and every training video a lot of trading tips. I teach how to backtest the magic trigger, how to scalp the market, and how to scan the market. Now I teach how to trade all 3 sessions along with this London close. I teach how to trade pullbacks. As you can see from here to goal line, that's a pullback. And if it happens to break through the goal line and keep going up or the other direction, then I call that a reversal, which I teach. Also teach how to trade the channel. In other words, sell high and buy low, as that is mostly talked a lot about in the golden trigger package. And of course I teach how to trade the goal line. This is where the action is every day, right around the goal line. A lot of trade setups. Okay, I also teach how to trade the news, which is probably the most difficult thing to do, and also teach how to trade with a day job. I do recommend, if you get the trigger system, you should focus on a great way to trade, because it is the easiest and the quickest to learn, and that should be your goal. Try to learn how to trade, make pips, make money before you try to do more difficult stuff. Now, if you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone, call me. Here's my number. If you live too far, just send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore right here. Now, I do prefer Skype, and all you got to do is click on this link. After we have Skype contact and through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, no obligation, answer your questions. It'll probably take around 45 minutes. Now, over the past 10 years or so, I've been building systems, trigger systems. There's 26 of them. If you click on this link, you will see some screenshots. Now, about 5 months ago, when I completed my top 2 very best trigger systems, you will get a review if you click on this link. And after I merged them together and came up with the magic trigger, you can click on this link for a review. Looks like this euro yen is still tanking. See how the yen is near the top up here? It is right at this. It's going back and forth actually with the US dollar, and the euro is 20 or less. And I teach exactly within the training videos how you can grab more pips for another cycle, either up or down. So I originally got in here, as I said, producing around 20 pips or 19 pips or 20 pips, and of course it continued to go down for about look at that, more than 30 pips more, 40 pips at the bottom. And I teach what to be looking at for down at the bottom here, and it'll indicate another cycle. So you have to watch the videos multiple times, because in each video I teach many I give a lot of trading tips on what to be looking for. And if I wasn't in a bit of a hurry and I had to wrap up these 3 trades, and then I have to do the video, and I've only got about 15 minutes left as I'm talking to a trader. So traders, I've been getting a lot of phone calls later, or Skype, from traders who actually want the trigger system, the magic trigger. So that just about wraps up this video. As I said, I'm in a bit of a rush, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade, good luck with your trading, and remember, keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.